Hey, Rolling Out family, welcome to Art and Culture. I'm your host, Eddie Precise Lamar, and today we're joined by Dr. Carla Carter, Executive Director of the Beverly Arts Center, to talk about the mission of the Beverly Arts Center and the upcoming production of Oliver. Dr. Carter, how are you today?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm amazing. I'm amazing. So, for those who may not be familiar, how would you describe the mission and vision of the Beverly Arts Center?
So the Beverly Arts Center, it is the only Southside multidisciplinary arts organization. And we have a building with a theater of 380 seats. We have an art gallery that showcases professional and local and national artists. We have a School of Fine Arts, which has arts based programming in dance, theater, visual arts, literary arts for after school and weekends from tiny tots to seniors. And we have school based partnerships where we actually send teaching artists into schools to do art based projects.
So, what role does the center play in the broader Chicago arts community?
So, locally, we are the epicenter of three very unique and different neighborhoods. We are right at the corner of 111th and Western, which borders Mount Greenwood, the Beverly area, as well as Morgan Park. So I'd like to say that our name is Beverly Arts Center, our zip code is Morgan Park, and our constituents come from Mount Greenwood. And then we serve the far south side constituents of Evergreen Park, Oak Lawn in the southwest, and the far south suburbs. But recently, because of our theater programming, we've been able to attract audiences as far north as Wicker Park and Evanston. We just did Hairspray, and tonight we actually opened for Oliver.
Awesome. So, let's talk about Oliver. What made this story the right fit for the center this season?
I tend to like to say I can tell what kind of programming we've done or we're doing just by looking at the demographics in my lobby. It was very important for us this year to create intentional third spaces, a place for belonging, a place where our three unique neighborhood community people would come together all as one and not just because they like this band or they like this particular art show or they like that. So one of the things was to really look at intersectionality and what kinds of programming we could do. We picked the plays that would bring different audiences in that would never come in contact with each other.
Mhm.
And so we had Hairspray. And if you don't know about Hairspray, Hairspray is about civil rights. And it was black and white. A young plus size white protagonist or character becomes friends with the neighborhood record shop kids in the black neighborhood, and they help integrate a dance program. So that was Hairspray, one of our most successful shows this year. And again, it did exactly what we wanted to do. My lobby looked like the city of Chicago, and I was
Yes.
very happy about that. So then we picked Oliver, which is our summer showcase. We wanted to focus on intergenerational this time. And so Oliver lent itself to having kids, adults, grandchildren, and elders in the play. So we have 74 cast members, and we have a family where the mother took classes at Beverly Arts Center and her two daughters took classes at Beverly Arts Center, and the three of them are in the show of Oliver. That is what this was about. We have two young people playing the role of Oliver. One is a little girl. And so one of the things is to be able to say, what does home and believing and youth need to know? And where can they go to have safe space? And where can community come to a particular place and still feel belonging as well? And so those were the reasons why we picked those two shows for this year.
Indeed. How do you see the Beverly Arts Center creating access and opportunity for local artists and audiences?
Well, first of all, to bring professional theatrical productions or even our tribute band, local artists, We provide them the ability to have a stage, a professional stage with lighting, audio, sound in a professional theater. For the community, they don't have to always go downtown to get quality work, art-based
Yes.
work. That's important. And particularly now with economic crises going on, we want to be able to continue to do the professional work, but still have access from an economic standpoint as well, which is you don't have to pay $150. You don't have to pay $75. You don't have to pay $40 for parking. We have a free parking lot. And so those are some of the things that we are striving for quality programming on the south side of Chicago where it's not going to break your bank.
Hey, I appreciate that. I'm close to you, so I love knowing that there is access and good theater on the south side of Chicago. And just to be clear, on the far south side of Chicago.
On the far, because a lot of people think that, depending on who you are, some people think that the south side stops at Bronzeville. And
Right.
other people think it stops at Hyde Park. But no, the far south side still exists.
What is your favorite part about being the executive director for the Beverly Arts Center?
That is so interesting because there are times when I really have to pinch myself. I grew up in Roseland and I took classes at Beverly Arts Center, the previous one. This is the new building when I was 9 years old. So to sit in this chair now, some 50, 45 to 50 years later, it's quite amazing. It's a dream that I didn't think I ever wanted, but it just felt right at the moment when it popped up on Indeed, and I said, hey, why not? It's a whole new community in Beverly as well. Beverly has changed and grown demographically. It is very diverse and eclectic. And it's a really wonderful, changing, dynamic place. I call it a hidden gem in Chicago, and
Yeah.
particularly on Chicago's South Side. That's
Had
why I love seeing 90 kids on the stage of our summer camp, 74 people in Oliver, our Music Monday program in the courtyard, featuring all of the local bands in the neighborhood. I mean, it's just amazing.
if you had to provide someone who was considering joining the Beverly Arts Center a reason to join, the best reason, what would that reason be?
We have something for everybody. So chances are we have something for you. We
Yeah.
have either a program, an event, a class, a workshop, or some art exhibition or concert that will interest you. There's something for all at Beverly Arts Center.
So, lastly, and this is more of a broad question, so and it has more to do with the arts. Can you talk about why the arts are important, specifically in this moment in time where we are now?
When you talk about the socialization, the self awareness that a child needs, the confidence to be and just be who they are, social emotional learning is important. People talk about the hard skills, and yet the arts are a hard, soft skill that is a necessity more now than ever. And when you think of the trends in the career fields, the artists and innovation and strategic thinking, arts lead all of that. And so, whether it is being on this platform, whether it is creating content for Facebook, whether it's graphic design, whether it's talking or being a public persona, there is nothing that can survive. There is no career and there is no career path that doesn't involve some strategic, innovative, and creative way of thinking outside the box. And the arts leads itself for that. I tell parents oftentimes that are trying to naysayer, what are they going to do in the arts? What are they going to do in the arts? There's no such thing as a starving artist anymore. Everybody needs some creative person in their life, every job aspect. And we've even started internship for behind the scenes. So we received a grant for workforce development to be able to take young people and show them the behind the scenes. What does it mean to be a lighting designer? What does it mean to be an audio engineer? What does it mean to build a set and paint a set or be a props person for a particular period of a play? All of those that be the costume designer, all of the careers that are in art and theater and theater production. What does it mean to be a curator of an art exhibit? So one of the things that I'm very interested in that didn't really happen when I was coming up. Art was something that you did. It was not something that it was something that you played around in. It wasn't something that you pursued as a career. I am very interested in showing youth the pathways through arts in which they can exist and make a career and a good
Yeah,
living.
there is no such thing as a starving artist anymore.
Not in this time. These kids have so much technology to use and the tools that didn't exist and the way to get your art out there. When I was coming up, and I'm dating myself, Facebook didn't exist, YouTube didn't exist, the internet, it was AOL. So none of the avenues and the tools that exist now existed. And so not only can you make a good living locally, but you can also expand your global reach as an artist
Yeah,
with the tools you have now.
yes, yes. Dr. Carter, thank you so much. Thank you for joining us here on Art and Culture.
Thank you very much. I am so happy to be here and thank you. Honored to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Rolling Out family, don't miss Oliver, August 28th through 31st at the Beverly Arts Center. Get your tickets now at thebeverlyartscenter.com. And as I always say, stay focused, positive, and productive. Peace.